Hello viewers, in this episode I'm going to show you how I was able to create a map of the initial Tourette's surroundings, then taking new measurements and displaying both of them on the serial plotter. Let's start with the sketch. This is a continuation of last episode's sketch, so I'm only going to refer to the changes made. Okay, so first of all, I created two separate array variables. You can see them here, the distance array new and the distance array map. The map array will be populated with the first sonar readings. Okay. The new array, the new distance array variable will be populated with the continuous results for each new sonar reading. So I create down here is I'm calling this mapping function. Now, what is this mapping function? It's right over here, as you can see. Now, I created this function from the same for loops as last sketch, only it populates the map array, as you can see, right over here. It populates the map array. This function in this sketch happens only once in the setup function, right over here, where I call it. In this sketch, I call it only once. Of course, in different kinds of sketches, you can call this function as many times as you want, and that's why I could have just simply put the for loops over here in the setup, but I rather organize it in a function. It's practical, more practical this way. So later in the loop, the four loops once again are the same as the same structure. Only this time we are populating the new distance array. And this will be populated every single time the loop goes over and over and over again. Now, to display both map and new values over here in this block, I simply call the array of the map using the distance index that is relative to the for loop, same one that is using the distance array. The new distance array is going to be calling that same position in the map array. So yeah, that's it. So let's see how this all looks on the plotter. Now here's our serial plotter working already. I'm going to restart the Arduino so you can see how the first scan is corresponding to the map building works. It is the orange line. Here you can see only the orange line, which is the map measurements values. The blue line is corresponding to the angles of the circle. After the second scan, the green line appears. This represents the new measurements taken by the sonar. The small differences here you can see are due to the angles of reflection of sound on the walls, which is normal. Now we've seen how it looks without any objects. Let's place something in front of the sonar. There it is. Here we go. At 105 centimeters, between the angles of 75 degrees and 120 degrees, With both graphs for comparison, it is much easier to grasp what is happening just by looking at the serial plotter. Now let's change the object's position to see how the sonar behaves. Yep, now positioned at 112 centimeters between the angles of 95 and 100 degrees. And if we remove the object, we can see that both graphs repeat the same values. We now can determine the presence and location of foreign objects by the comparison of the new measurements to the ones initially taken and stored in the map array. Now the next step is to fire the laser and target the object detected by the sketch. But that is going to be for the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching.